Hey, hello, and thank you everybody for coming to the bunker tonight. The bunker streams live, indie artists, original only. We've been doing it. We're coming up on our 3-year anniversary come in May. Thank you so much here for coming. If this is your first time, we like to get people to interact with the band, so get your phones up, get logged into YouTube so you can leave comments and ask questions. That is very cool. Tonight we have Corduroy Cat. Man, I think we booked this show 6, 7 months ago. I'm really looking forward to it. Dan, Bob, Marv, and Dave, this is going to be a fun show. I'm really looking forward to it. As I said before, a couple things to note here. One is if you're on a phone, especially put your earbuds in. It's going to sound a lot better. And if you're on a phone, check your resolution. We stream at 1080 high def, so you want to make sure you're getting all that crystal clear stuff. We have Brian Christian Adam and Josh Dutch joining us as regulars, and they're camera operators and setup guys, and they just make the whole show great. Brian Christian Adam is the host of an open mic on Sunday. If you live in Lombard, go check it out. Zachary Sonny Edwards and Josh and Brian have a great show. It's a lot of fun, lots of energy there, so you're going to have a great time. We have Josh has a special. Josh is part of Underbelly Hours, and they have a special event coming up on Sunday, April 16th at 5 p.m. And some 3 great artists each day: Ian Leith and Brian McGrath. And if you don't know the Underbelly Hours, check them out. If there's not a link below, check it out. I'll put it in later, but just make sure you reach out to that event as well. Again, we are free to the audience and we're free to the artists. We have some really nice audience here tonight. We have Allie and Brenda. We also have Mike Wiles. And Mike Wiles is a close friend of mine. He's been here before, and he's come back tonight. He is the host of Retro Rock Roundup. I met him 2 or 3 years ago, and at Homegrown Arts and Music Festival. He hosts a podcast that is very unique, and he has all kinds of classic rock artists that he digs up, local talent. He's very good friends with a lot of the local music scene. He's just a super guy. I told him I'd give him a shout out. There's a guy named Caleb Quayle coming up next week. This is Retro Rock Roundup. You can find it. And Elton John, he's a guitar player for Elton John, Caleb Quayle. And so he has the most interesting interviews as well. I also have to give a shout out to another friend and acquaintance of mine, Mel Flowers, who has recently opened up a vinyl shop called Wicked Wax Vinyl Shop in Naperville. And you can find her at facebook.com at Wicked Wax Vinyl and on Instagram at Wicked Wax Vinyl as well. Especially if you're a vinyl lover, it's so cool. And she just started that up, I think it was 3 or 4 months ago. I'll ask her, we'll correct it later. Again, we are free to the audience, we're free to the artists, but we do collect tips because we like money like everybody else. And it's a 50-50 split. Whatever we go, half of it goes to the band, probably gas money and beer. And on my side, it's definitely beer. But please feel free. There's links below, Venmo and PayPal. Don't do it now. Do it later towards the end of the show. But we love to have tips. And we have a special... We started doing this about, a month ago. We're doing signature picks. We're selling signature picks. This is a picture of Corduroy Cat, and it's signed by all the band members. It's a limited edition, and if you want one of these, you can pay with Venmo. There's a link in the description. Just put in your address, and I will send it to you via mail myself. It's also listed on eBay. If you're an eBayer, you can go. There's a link down there for eBay. And this helps support the band. This is a 50-50 split as well with the band. Enough marketing and enough hot gobbledygook. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming here. Leave comments, and I'm really looking forward to the show. The sound check sounded great, unique. This band has got a lot of different genres going. They're master musicians, really talented. And so I think... Dan, tell us what you have on the plate for tonight, please.
Hey, everybody. We are going to play our debut album, 10% Hopeful. We recorded it last June here at Electrical Audio in Chicago, and we're going to run down the album in order. And first song is dedicated to the Chicago legend and street photographer Vivian Meyer.
Great. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much.
Saturday night I had the strangest dream about a woman I never met. Shining black and white, framed so right it was as photogenic as it is. I was seeking for some reason to deliver some terrible news. That picture kept so tightly under wrap. It's gotten outside the boxes I remember Chicago over spending many years, and all of the faces from a roll of things taken, dipped in amber and stuck in time. It took a while to find her. When I did, she seemed annoyed. She asked me what I thought I wanted here. I looked down at my hands and then began to say, "Oh, Vivian, can I just tell you about the shape I'm in? Time's running out, I still won't let it in. Into the spaces I've been running. Oh, Vivian, your life was rescued from a garbage bin. How will we ever know, Vivian? How will we ever be the same? Now everybody knows your name." Once I asked her why she's never smiling in the portraits of herself. She said, "Remember the fires that forged you, and never worry about anyone else. 'Cause I don't have to warn you, this world can be a terrifying place. You never know when things you think you see are really there as a light just tricks your eyes somehow. Oh, Vivian, can I just tell you about the shape I'm in? Time's running out, I still won't let them in. Into the spaces I've been. Oh, Vivian, my life was rescued from a garbage bin. How will we ever know oblivion? How will we ever be the same? Now everybody knows your name. Now everybody. Now everybody knows your name. Watch you grill on a windy night when you've been drinking or resting. Might fall asleep from knowing some guy can see you. They say it made for a terrible sight, must have made for an awful night. Call 911, but it's too late to save you. Oh, where did you go when you drew your last breath? What is this thing we call death? You'd have so much to say, you know I'd love to hear it. Yeah, I'm alright. I can say tonight. The smells are clear, but the smell remains. This world is spilled so fast. Nothing you can think of ever lasts. But I will think of you when the lilacs bloom again. Ironic, baby, you missed the lot. Too much to tell, and I forgot my own memories. You ever got to know? You missed the Cubs finally win it all. You skipped the scene when the towers fell. You missed everything. The beat keeps moving on. You missed it all. We were all alone in a prison built of flesh and bone. The long decay that winds down soft and low. Yeah, I'm alright. I can see you tonight. The smoke's all clear, but the smell remains. This world spins so fast. Nothing you can think of ever lasts. But I will think of you when the light lasts. Ooh, yeah. I got your bass guitar fixed just last week. She plays so fine, her voice still speaks. She's a child and soulful, honest, faded glory. The first year he did inquire, was this instrument in a fire? And I just smiled and said it's a long story. I'll wait till we go through that hills and fade to black for a trillion years. I got no perception, guess we'll catch up later. Yeah, I'm alright. I can see you tonight. The smoke's all clear, but the smell remains. This world spins so fast. Nothing you can think of ever lasts. But I will think of you when the light lasts. Ooh, yeah. I will think of you when the lilacs bloom again. Thank you.
All right, we're going to do a little check here in the chat. Bozo72 checking in. Mel Flowers. Dan is definitely a fashion icon. Yes, he is. Dan is a fashion icon. Sarah, out calling out, agreed, shirt on point, Dan. They're loving the look tonight. I think they're loving the look, so.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Heather checking in. Joellen, Josh, Brian, Mel, we're all here. We're all here. Say hey on the YouTube to us. Make us feel not so alone. Mara, have you got anything you want to say?
Let's see. I'm just very happy to be here. I want to thank Fletch. I did see a couple of shout-outs. Maybe perhaps we are playing the devil's music, but I don't know.
Devil's music. Man, you haven't heard half the bands have been down here before. You're a church choir, brother.
All right. I saw Quixotic had posted a quote from
him?
David Bowie. I think
Do
we
know
might.
him?
I think
I
we
think
might
we might know him.
know who that is.
Hey, thank you so much, guys. What was the title of that first opening two songs? Some of the audience might not know you, so you can give them the names of the songs.
All right. Well, the first one was the first one I wrote during this whole long saga ordeal. I'm only grateful that I have some of my best friends that are along with me on the ride. So it's been incredible. But Vivian was one of the first songs. That was the first one we did. It's named after and dedicated to Chicago legend and street photographer Vivian Maier. She's a fantastic photographer. Her work was only discovered many years after she died, when a bunch of her photographs that no one in her lifetime knew she took appeared at a storage auction maybe 15 years ago. They've been fighting over her ever since. She's super famous all over the world. We made a video for the song, and I put a bunch of Vivian's photographs and cut it to the song. So if you go over to Corduroy Cat's YouTube page later, not now, but you could see the Vivian video there that I put together. Her photographs are just so amazing. They're all in Chicago, and just a beautiful, beautiful artist she was. And the second one is When the Lilacs Bloom Again. That was like the second song I wrote. So they're more or less chronological. Anyway, the next one coming up is a song I wrote when we were out in Washington State. I was going over the bridge onto Whidbey Island, and there's a big body of water, a gorge, separates the island from the mainland, and it's Deception Pass is what the bridge says, and that's actually what it's called. But I thought it was cool, and I wrote it down in a notebook, and then sometime later I wrote a song about it. And when you sit and try to think of things related to self-delusion, it's a lot harder than you think. So it was very hard to come up with places and times in my life where I was deceived or deluded by myself. So anyway, that's what the song's about. It's our ode to self-delusion.
Oh, poor Vancouver, he didn't know what he didn't do. 'Turns out his maps, they were all wrong. He got lost in the valley below. He was seduced by the tide as he tried to find the course his maps of the river would be. The sailors finessing who sailed the land. Son, you know you're lost at sea. Careful where you're going. Always make sure to know when you can believe. You see, why would you see the looking glass? Just a simple illusion. And the tide of confusion brings you down and around the bridge above deception. Should've known me when I was young. I was a legend to myself. Thought I could make it through this lonely world. Never have to trust in anyone else. I was thinking about the road 'cause I really going with the flow, 'cause I didn't wanna meet a mockery and live it free. Careful where you're going. Always make sure to know when you can believe. You see, why would you see through the looking glass? Just a simple delusion, and the tide of confusion brings you down and around the bridge above deception. All of my worst decisions, I always kept them to myself. 'Cause they can never talk you out of things you never share with anyone else. By the tide, I had nowhere else to hide, and nobody but me I could blame. I got the doctors to prescribe the pillow deep inside until I couldn't even tell you my name. Everywhere you're going, always make sure to know when you can believe. See, I want you to see the looking glass. Just a simple illusion, and the tide of confusion brings you down and around the bridge above deception. Oh, save me on deception path. Oh, deception. Hey,
Thank you.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Lawson is Pog. What a wonderful guy. Love you very much.
Anyway, I know I'm missing people. I don't have my phone with me because I couldn't see it. I have these funky sunglasses on, and they're not prescription, so I won't be able to read it. But anyway, hi, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Mickey and VA. Shout out to everybody I know everywhere. I'm going to think of some more people later, but that was one that came to mind. Anyway, here's another one. This one, in 2017, the first known interstellar object from another solar system was observed at the observatory of Mauna Kea in Hawaii, a sacred mountain, sacred to the Hawaiian people. But there's unfortunately a bunch of telescopes up there, and they found this object. It had a strange shape, a strange trajectory, unexplainable by any known science that we have. And a Harvard scientist named Avi Loeb, he hypothesized that it might be of intelligent origin. So anyway, they named it after the Hawaiian word for sentinel or traveler, Umuamua. And that's the name of this one.
Umuamua, distant traveler, from where do you come so far? I know you come from another solar moment. I know you know I'm your carbon-based brother. Just taking you to on your way around the sun. We're all alone and we don't know anyone. Don't know anyone. Umuamua, ancient sentinel, please don't just pass me by. I know you come deep in privacy. This is an SOS, a real emergency. My mother's sick, we got no way to save her. We thought we were gods, but now we're not so sure. Not so sure. Tell her that I miss her. I don't wanna be married to a junkie. It's what my baby once said to me. You know I don't need much from anyone in this world, but this is one thing that cannot be. If I am to stay married to you, I can't have you need something you will never find in this world. It would kill you if you did. Oh, God damn you. She said, I know you're sick, I know the drill, but I know sometimes you seek to thrill. Your motives, they are in doubt. Oh, I will hide your dope for you, demon doing it out to you. It seems there's no way out. I will hide your pills where you can't find them, innocent beneath the sea. I will do most anything to make this easy on you. Oh, God damn you. Oh,
Wow, thanks a lot. It's really nice having the people in here hearing what we're doing. Makes it a real show. Anyway, this next song is called "Marry the Elephant." If you happen to be near Wikipedia after the show, you can look it up and find out what the story is with Mary the Elephant. She was an actual elephant. She was, you might say, kidnapped from forest in India, brought to America to perform in the circus. Back in those days, if you wanted to see an elephant, you pretty much had to go to the circus. Well, she was very popular and did a really good job. She was a very good elephant and worked hard for the circus. But one day, maybe she'd been hit a few times too many, whipped a bit, maybe not fed enough food, and, well, I think we can all understand what she did, but I think her trainer ended up dying under her feet. Well, being an American and subject to American law, she was brought to justice in the small town where this all occurred. And that's where the crane comes into the story. I know kids love cranes, but they might not love this one, because Mary met an untimely end.
Mary was swimming in the river with her sister when the man with the guns arrived. You she told anybody who would listen to the dream that she never survived. Hiding all alone in the weeks that passed, hard to do with such a tender age. She was taken in by a gold-toothed man across the ocean in a iron cage. No one to sing to her the way her mother would. She would give anything if only she still could. You know they say, broken heart never falls. Long to go to find a place for Mary to go. What he got paid in the deal, it was free for them, but they would never know. Mary found a home with a man named Spots in a circus that called his name. You might never get the big hands that you done, but you can learn how to play the game. She was alone inside a dream that never ends. The pretty lady in the dark place for her friends. You know they say a broken heart never falls. She closed her eyes, Mary saw Indian sky, and all around her possibility. And then morning would come, she saw what her life had become. So very far away, she thought it should be. On a trumpet dancing on a big red ball. Mary played along with the same old song until she got sick of it all. Maybe she had enough of the shock in the lash, trampled the man with the gun, crushed his skull right there on the street, fighting for everyone. It wasn't so long ago all elephants ran free. How could you blame the girl? She missed her family. But you know they say elephants never forget. Murderous Mary, they called it in the paper, made the news many miles around. The radio said there'd be an elephant dead at 4 o'clock that afternoon. As Fox get away from the nest, let him in and leave not a moment too soon. Then Mary was hanging from beneath an iron crane. A bulldozer dug the hole into which she was laying. You know they say elephant never forgets. When she closed her eyes, Mary saw Indian sky. what's in your eyes when you hear elephants cry. Oh, that sound will stay forever in your dreams. But you know they say an elephant never folds. Elephants never bleed. Elephants never fold.
That's a true story. You can look that up on YouTube too. It's an incredible story. There's a phenomenal picture of her. Phenomenal might not be the right word, but it's a picture of Mary hanging from a crane. Wait a minute. Now that I made your near
Bozo72
night
says,
better,
I'm on Team Mary.
We're all on Team Mary. Mike Bishop says, I know kids love cranes, quoting Mark Doolin. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mel. Yeah, and if you guys have questions or comments, fire them away on YouTube. We're watching, we're looking, so. Lawson says, nice drums, Dave. Pat Lichtenfeld checking in, saying, hey to my son-in-law, Bob, on bass. Hey, Pat, thanks for the cat. Alex saying, hey. Joe Ellen saying, hey. It's great. I'm so glad you guys all tuned in tonight. This is wonderful. Thank you so much.
anyway, so this leads us to the other side of the album. Actually, Mary the Elephant Begins side 2. On our record and on the track itself, you can hear it on Bandcamp. But we have an introduction with Indian percussion, tabla, and it's a wonderful little intro to the whole thing, played by Kalyan.
You want to show the vinyl? Right?
Yeah, that's our vinyl. We just got these in, maybe a month ago?
Yeah, about a month ago.
And we waited 9 months, pretty much like they said, just like having a baby.
It's like a blue splatter, you might say. It goes with the color scheme. There you go.
I should have grabbed, actually, I should have grabbed the album itself because it is blue smoke vinyl. It is awesome. It looks beautiful. Grab it on Bandcamp. Come to see us at shows. We'll have it there as well. So we're really, really proud. We recorded it for vinyl. We actually recorded on 2-inch tape. Everything was analog from jump. So it was specifically made to be listened to on vinyl, on record.
And we had a wonderful engineer. He works with antiquated technology. So, I mean, he had that going against him. What was his name? Steve Balboni?
Something like, didn't he produce some band, Nirvana or something like that?
Nirvana?
Nirvana? I don't know, something like that.
Steve Balboni? Anyway, he's working, I mean, remarkably good at what he does, working with antiquated technology. But let me tell you, shout out, Steve. Anyway, here's another one. This one's called The Space in Between. How far away the stoplight
vibration. In trained excitation's all we will do. Please hold me closer. Show me your true face, the one you want me to see. Oh, Mary in moonlight and dance in space in between. This improbable game, what mysterious name for the show? As we watch the shadows swoon, juxtaposes closer to the center of the dial. We come into then out of sight. We're making our way through the stars on a cold winter's night. Moving vibration in trained excitation's all we will be. Please hold me closer. Show me your true face, the one you want me to see. Oh, baby, in moonlight, dance in space in between. Oh, baby, in moonlight, dance in space in between. Come a little bit closer, baby. Oh, you know there ain't nothing in between. Ain't nothing but nothing, baby. Oh, you know there ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but nothing, baby. All right. Thank you. Thank you, boys. Should we introduce the band? Is this a good time to do this?
I think so.
Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. This is great. Thank you, Fletch. This is first class, world class treatment here. This is the most amazing production facility. If I set this up in my house, I would never have to leave my own house. This is great. I can do this.
Don't give him ideas.
I'm Dan Doherty. I'm to blame for all this. Anyway, I got Dave Gerwing on drums.
Say something, Dave. Say something.
And his mic
Hello?
turned away.
There. Okay, cool.
Man, a few words.
Look at your camera now.
4.
Okay,
Stoic.
look at the camera and smile.
Hello, that's a smile.
That's the boy.
happy?
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, baby.
I know she's watching. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Anyway, and you introduced that fella.
This is a man that I have known for the majority of my life. Mr. Robert Poole. I call him Bob. We've known each other since I've been 18 years old. I'm 50. Why?
Yeah.
I'm 32. And then, and last but not least, I've known this fella. Well, since I'm 32, I've known him since I was 2.
Yeah.
I'm lying about my age now, and it's not going to be a little. I'm going to lie by 20 years. Anyway, that's Marvin Doolin on guitar and vocals, and he makes
Howdy,
this
folks.
whole thing sound great.
So we announced earlier, we said earlier, we were showing we had a copy of the vinyl album. And so when you make an album, they have what's called test pressings. And test pressings are stuff they send you to make sure it sounds great. And there's only a couple of them usually, and we got 2 or 3 of them. We are giving one away tonight. So in the comments, I want somebody, whoever, to list where you're listening from. And whoever the farthest listener is will win a copy of the test pressing of Corduroy Cat's 10% Hopeful. So make sure you log into the YouTube app. Make sure you log into the chat and say where you're from, and we will get you a test pressing.
We had a question from the bunker. Where did our band name come from? Do we want to talk about that? The Corduroy Cat incident?
Well, I think memory is hazy here. It was at a party, and I don't remember. I remember coming back down to the basement. I think I had finished the first round of the really rough demos for all of these. God, what would this be now? Like 3.5, 4 years ago? From 4 years ago
probably,
now?
yeah.
Something like that. And it was a New Year's Eve type party. Although it was after New Year's Eve because we're all old and have schedules. So I think it was in February. But anyway, there was some talk about what we should call this band, and we had already tried a few ideas, and everybody who came up with an idea was shot down immediately because everybody hated it. Because it's hard naming a band.
Journey.
It's Journey.
Dead
turns
Kennedys.
out it was Taken. Yeah,
It's like
Dead Kennedys.
Taken.
Taken. Yeah. So I mean, every name we came up with, everybody hated it, and it was hard to find a name that we could all just live with. And then I think I came back downstairs, and somebody said, "Hey, by the way, the name of the band is Corduroy Cat." And I said, "Huh." Yeah. Nobody hated
that was
one.
a young man named Oleg.
It might have been Oleg. Well, we have 2 cats at home, and one of them could, in fact, be the Corduroy Cat. But in any case, that's who we are. And let's see, we've already had a couple animals-related songs, and here's another one coming up. Second to last song on our album, and this one is called 500 Pelicans. It's a ode to the miraculous improbability of everything and the magic of finding love in this life.
The water you feel, it's much warmer than you think. Echo of whatever's weighing you down and offer it to the sea. Remember the time in Colorado we were poking through the cataract. You stopped the car and I began to sing over the rainbow in the hurricane. Swimming with 500 pelicans, you ever think you see such a sight? Everything's just so probable, baby. It's a mystery moonless night. How'd I ever find my way to you? You and me, baby, with the swimming 500 pelicans. 500 pelicans. People often wonder where the dinosaurs went when the asteroid hit not far from here. Just watch 500 pelicans dive into the water and the answer seems very clear. There's lots of people saying that nothing even matters, getting caught up in the undertow. But I prefer to savor the sunset on the water and the way it makes your brown eyes glow. Swimming with 500 pelicans, you never think you'd see such a sight. Everything is just so probable, baby. It's a mystery moonless night. How'd I ever find my way to you in an ocean of endless night? You and me, baby, with the swimming 500 pelicans. 500 pelicans. I'm just a pelican landing on the beach with one foot
Tell me what is all of this I think I see. Just a daydream of something planned. I've come to know that magic isn't always pretty. Watch the cracks on the concrete stand. I don't suppose they'll ever reach the destination, and I wonder if they even can. Swimming with 500 pelicans, you ever think you'd see such a sight? Everything is just so probable, baby. It's a mystery moonless night. How'd I ever find my way to you in an ocean love in this night? You and me, baby, we're just swimming with. You and me, baby, till eternity. You and me, baby, we're just swimming with. 500 pelicans. 500 pelicans. 500 pelicans. 500 pelicans. 500 pelicans.
And it's usually at this point in the show when we're playing live that I will do it here as well. I will say you all had a lot of entertainment choices tonight. You had a lot of choices to make, and you chose to spend the time with us. And that is amazing, and we are eternally grateful for it every time. Every time when people spend time with us, it's amazing. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody out there watching.
And I'll jump in here and say, great turnout tonight and great audience. There's one more song to go. If you're liking the show, give it a thumbs up, and that will help Corduroy Cat get more replays. It'll help the bunker too. Great show, guys, so far tonight. I love it. Songs are great, dynamic, and so what's your last song? Give us a little highlight. Oh, it's the title song of your album,
that's right.
All right.
So this was a later one. This was like one of the last ones I finished for this record. And I had a whole bunch going on, lots of demos. They were in various states of completion. Some things had lyrics, some things needed revisions, some things had chord charts, some things we hadn't worked on yet. So I made a list. I'm a data guy, and I made a table. But I did it with pencil instead of Excel. Probably would have been a better idea. But in any case, I had a little grid notebook, and I wrote down each song and what key it was in, what tempo, the mood, the affect. Affect is things like the mood, so it's such as angry, or cynical, or disappointing, sad, it's angry. Those are the sort of things I wrote down. So then, just for giggles, I made a pie chart in pencil. And you can see this, by the way, it's on the sleeve of our vinyl. We took a scan of the janky pencil chart that I made, and I made a little pie chart for each one of those things, and there was this little itty-bitty wedge that said hopeful. It was 10%. And I showed it to my wife, and she laughed. She says, well, there's the name of your album. So 10% hopeful. That's the name of the song. It's sort of an ode to staying positive during dark times when you don't know if everything is going to be okay. But I think it is. Somehow. It's unlikely, but somehow everything's going to be okay. Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight. This is our title track, the last song on our album. We're Corduroy Cat. Thank you for joining us. And this is 10% hopeful. This mole on my arm yesterday, it looks like the end. According to my morbid daydream, my most exclusive live stream, I won't even try to pretend. It doesn't help, I'm depressive by nature and often deceived by the worst case scenario. The baggage I carry is still stories that I used to believe. I went to find the man on the mountain with the keys to it all. With my shadow riding next to me, we ran the horse into a tree. We tripped and took a mighty fall. But my horse would not abandon me. She brought me through the night. And I woke up lying in the sand on the beach where I would understand the miracle of morning light. Sometimes it's just too hard for me to smile on a sunny day. If you listen through the lies, you can hear the lonely cries, but I just want to turn away. Hey, my prayers, you know I hear only sighs.
took my old friend. You know you're sleeping your life away. What you gonna do with your precious life today? Dogs on the box as we're making the right turn to County Road D, because he knows where we're going, where the north wind's been blowing and the loons are turning spring. And let's hear the evil blow like the lightning and rumble to the tree that were planted here before us by the birds of the forest, and it's easy will forever be. Sometimes it's just too hard for me to smile on a sunny day. If you listen to the lies, you can hear the lonely cries, but I just wanna turn away. Hey, my friends, you know I hear only silence, but I want to believe. I'll remain 10% hopeful despite all I see. I'll remain 10% hopeful despite all I see.
Thank you.
Thanks again, everybody.
Oh, that was awesome. Don't go anywhere too quick. Got a couple questions and follow-up stuff. Great set. Over what time period did you write those songs, guys? Give me some feel for when you were writing them.
I think the first of these appeared maybe in early 2017, something like that. So like 6 years ago, yeah. And then over about a year and a half, 2 year period, they all got written. Yeah, something like that. So we've been working them a little while.
I enjoyed the show a lot. You have animated vocals, which is very cool. I mean, that's like, I love songs with stories. The melodies are great. Dan, I think you do most of the writing. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's me. I mean,
Yeah.
these guys, they get writing credit, and they helped, and they revised a lot of these. And the finished product and what we got now is way, way different than what I started with. So, I mean, they wrote it. But yeah, I did the lyrics, and, the rest of it kind of was us.
Excellent show. A couple follow-up things just for the fun of it. Thank you everybody for coming in here to the bunker tonight. We have a little thing we do at the end of the show. Here's the set list that's up on the screen. And Mike, what's your favorite song? Shout it out. We have a big audience here. You're going to vote for your favorite song, and that's going to be our outro that we're going to play back live from tonight. Cool. So you're going to have a couple minutes to select those songs. Vivian, When the Lilacs Bloom, Deception Pass. I'm going to go Deception Pass. All right. Whoever said that, you don't get to vote. You have to put it in the chat. You have to, and Mike, you can, or actually, Bob, you can tally up the chat and see how many votes we get here in just a minute.
Okay, and while we're waiting, Fletch, do you mind if I let the people know where they can actually see us in person?
Oh, absolutely.
Outside of a basement.
Yeah, do that.
So we got shows
we're
coming
not
up.
actually in a basement. This is
We're in a bunker.
we're in the top of a
To be
penthouse
disclosed
suite
later.
here.
So we got asked. We are playing the International Pop Overthrow Festival. That's going to be at Montrose Saloon Wednesday, April 26th. We're going to be one
it's
of the later
coming right
bands
up.
on at 10 p.m. Come on out and see us. Dan's going to be doing an acoustic set April 29th at Vines and Vinyl in Bolingbrook for their day celebration.
Brookfield. Vines and
Brookfield.
Vinyl
I'm
in
sorry,
Brookfield.
Brookfield. Sorry, Dylan.
Yeah, it's Dylan's 1 year anniversary at Vines and Vinyl. It's going to be a cool open house.
It's a great store. It's a plant store, vinyl store. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Also,
Do they
Friday,
sell vinyl plants?
vinyl plants, maybe.
You could get a cactus and a record in the same place.
It's wonderful.
That's true.
Friday, May 12th, we are going to have a party out at Plainfield at the Black Dog Vinyl Cafe. That's going to be our vinyl release party. We're going to be doing 2 full sets. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. We just found out today that we got asked to play the Legacy of Giving Festival in Springfield. That's going to be June 3rd. It's going to be around noon or 1. That was a big get. Totally excited about it.
I'm going to say Deception Pass looks like it's in the lead, but Oumuamua is coming in like a strong second.
That's for the real heads out there. They know.
Like it's right in there, nose to nose.
We're going to be returning back to the Southland also at July 22nd. That's going to be at the Chicago Street Pub. We're building that as the Friends and Family Afternoon Show because of us olds, we like to get in bed early. That show is going to be 2 in the afternoon.
I'm 32. Though.
So
There are no
of course,
olds.
we are, yeah,
That's not
exactly. And then
We don't
finally,
use that word.
so far, closing out the summer, we're going to be August 5th. We're going to be back at Montrose Saloon playing with, I think we're going to be playing with Cosmic Bull that night as well, one of our friends. So, that's going to be a fun night. So that's what we got lined up. You can always go to corduroycatmusic.com to check on what we're doing. Check us out on Facebook. Go to Bandcamp. We're all out there. I mean, that's
right.
You'll find the information.
Now you guys are giving away that giveaway to the person that's the farthest away. Is that what you called out?
Test
whoever-
pressing.
The test pressing.
Have you figured out who's the farthest away yet?
Did anybody put their location in the comments?
There have been a few.
And this will reward those that listened all the way through. Too.
There's some people in Texas I know that are watching.
You got to
That's
put it.
pretty
You got to
far
put it
away.
in the comments though, so then we know. Because otherwise, we won't know.
All right. Is there anybody from Europe here? Sometimes we have Europe, Turkey, Brazil. We have.
I've got a
sometimes-
Colorado,
Oh, Colorado. All right.
Nebraska. There is China, but I can't read
I see
Mandarin.
Portland, Oregon. That's probably the.
That's Lori.
South Elgin.
Could that be Lori?
South
South
Elgin.
Elgin is not going to win.
South Elgin.
Now, I'd really like to see somebody come from Europe so that they have to pay a ton of international
Stop
postage.
it. Stop it.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
yeah, yeah. They committed to that. So if you're in Europe, they will ship it to you. And
If Portland, Oregon is Lori Butera. Hello, Lori.
Hey, Lori, what's up? See you next week.
Nice.
okay, it's time for me to give a couple shout outs. I have this wonderful shirt on tonight. I don't often wear the shirts, but they gave me a nice, and they brought my own. They brought the correct size, a double XL, and so that shirt you can buy, the vinyl you can buy, you can, and those are paid things to support the band. You can the free things are just go like and subscribe to them. They're on Spotify, they're on Facebook. I think Facebook and Spotify are Facebook social. Spotify is probably the best. And that's free, so please support the bands. That's a great thing to do. I would, once again, ask you if there's only going to be 5 of these. They're going to be one of a kind. They're signed by the band. Only 5. They'll be numbered and signed, and that's it. And if you want one, please look at the links below. You can do Venmo, or there's an eBay link down there. Please do that. We always... like tips, and so please, if you're in the mind, support indie music, support the bunker, support the band, and we like that as well. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Again, thank the audience, Mike Wiles, Mel Flowers, and Allie and Brenda. It's always nice to have an audience here. Once again, I'll bring up the set list. Bob, you're going to have a chance to give some closing comments while I queue up the winning song. So somebody's going to have to determine the winning song. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. And thank you, Corduroy Cat, for giving us a great show tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us. This was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having us. Marv?
You're welcome, Bob.
He's got good manners. He was raised well.
He was raised well.
He had good parents. I know his parents.
I'm seeing Deception Pass and the song title I can't pronounce. A Quantum Amura?
Oumuamua.
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 That's the observatory in Hawaii.
That's right.
All right. I think we're going to go with Amuramura. That's going to be it.
Yeah. I love
We all
that
have
one.
good taste.
I really like that one.
Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight, and have a great night. I'll give you a little heads up. Next week, we have the Citrusonics. On Thursday, pop band. Man, I've been trying to get them on forever. This is a very exciting band. They have a horn player coming with them that you're not seeing in the picture. Sons of Ra, experimental jazz fusion. We do a lot of different genres here. These are very talented guys. I know a couple of them personally, and that's going to be a great show. After that, the following Thursday, Vulgar Commons, Headbanger, loud music. We're not afraid to get loud and grungy. And so please like and subscribe to The Bunker. Follow, you can find all of our upcoming shows on the Bunker Show schedule, the ones that are posted. We have a whole bunch coming up. And once again, thank you so much. And have a wonderful evening. And I'll cue this up. And we'll see you on next Thursday, every Thursday, 8:30.